So this is a team of the season predictor that I'm doing. It's just for the Premier League. I'm going to be doing at the moment. I might do a BBVA one and a Bundesliga one afterwards. But here's my prediction. Here is who I think is going to be in the team of the season. And some of the players I've put in here, I just know that EA are going to put in. So for example, Hazard, and I think they're going to put Mishu in the bench, which he doesn't deserve. He's an amazing player. But moving on to the keeper, David De Gea. To be honest, I don't like to admit it, but he has played quite well this season. He wasn't as nervous as he was last season. He played pretty well in some matches, and he just completely destroyed that Fulham player in the first few matches. But let's not talk about that, because I'm a Fulham fan. But yeah, next player, moving on, Vincent Kompany. I know that EA are going to put him in here. He hasn't played well this season, really, but you can just tell it's that kind of thing that they do. They did it with the team of the year. They put in all these players that hadn't played very well, and I think they're going to do it again with people like Kompany. Obviously his stats are going to be amazing. I mean, you know, his pace is already pretty good in his normal card, and then he's got an inform as well, and they're obviously going to move it up about 10. He should be as good as Sergio Ramos maybe. The next player is Aga. I've actually put him in here because I think he played pretty well this season. Well, at least a huge improvement from last season. He wasn't very good last season. He scored so many own goals, but this season he's played really well. He's just really solid at the back for Liverpool, and apart from that, the Liverpool defenders aren't very well. He keeps them in the game, really. And Vertonghen is there. He's just the last few matches. I know maybe they might not put him in the starting 11, but he has played incredibly well. He's in a really attacking centre back. Look at those, all those stats there, just amazing. Nothing below. I think it's 80. I can't really see it from where I'm recording it. Just ignore that. Yeah, 80 is lowest stat, and it's just, you know, they're going to put him in there. They have to put him in there, at least on the bench. And next player I'm going to do is Yaya Toure. I mean, it's just, his stats are going to be so amazing. And EA, I know they're going to put him in here. They just have to really just because he's such a good player, they're just going to put him in here, even though he's not really worthy of it. The next player again is another player that I think should be in there. They're probably definitely going to put him on the bench. I mean, you can just tell that they're going to put De Guzman on the bench. He's played really well this season. If you don't really notice it, but he scored so many goals, and he's actually quite a good defensive player as well. The next player is Theo Walcott. He's played really well for England, actually, and obviously against people like Tottenham, you've seen he's played really well. And I know what you're thinking. I've put him on 99 pacer. I think he's, you know, he got that striker version. I probably should have made him a striker in this team, because he has played very well up front, and I probably should have given him a higher shooting stat. But oh well, 99 pace is good enough. The next player is Eden Hazard. I mean, you know, again, he hasn't played too well this season. He hasn't definitely not been worth the money Chelsea paid for him. But, you know, neither was Torres, to be honest. And just, you know, I think he's going to be in the team somewhere. I don't know what formation they're going to use. Probably going to use 4-3-3, but never mind. Eden Hazard's in there. The next player I'm using, it just has to be in there. I'm sorry, if EA don't put him in there, then they are ridiculous. Gareth Bale, look at that. Look at those stats. Lowest stat is 86. I mean, he's just played so well this season. He's a one-man team, really. With Dembele, he's played incredibly too. And he has to be in the team. If he's not in the team, then seriously, there's going to be so many complaints. The next player is Suarez. Again, it's another player you don't notice, but he's played so well this season. He's scored so many goals. I think I don't think he is a top scorer, I'm not sure. But he scored so many goals, and I think he's on 21 this season. I think Van Persie is the top scorer, but I wouldn't personally put him in there, Van Persie. But I would put Suarez in there. He has such a bad reputation, but never mind. Mishu, I know they're definitely going to put him on the bench. It's really annoying. He deserves a starting lineup. He's played so well. I mean, he scored so many goals. He had this really long streak at the start of the season. I think he was scoring hat-tricks each match or something. And yeah, that's it for the starting 11. We move on to the bench. The first player there is Moussa Dembele. I know, again, probably because I'm a Fulham fan. He played so well. And I'm going to do this bench quickly. Dembele played pretty well. I mean, his stats, he's really good in defence. I mean, he always tracks back and shoves the player off the ball and wins it back. But, you know, he is well done to Dembele. Again, Lukaku, I mean, he's such a good player. I mean, he's so young as well. He's a really good player for the future. West Brom have got a really good player there. And, again, he's going to be on the bench, no doubt, surely. And so is Benteke. They're very similar players, Lukaku and Benteke. They are both in the same country and play for a mid-table team. I know Aston Villa haven't been this season, been pretty low down, but still Benteke has played amazingly well. I mean, I think he scored 19 goals or something, 20 goals, I can't remember. He's played amazingly, and again, it just leaves him with the dilemma: who are EA going to put up front? Because I'm pretty sure they're not going to be Mishu. Again, I've just got this player in here. I've got him on the bench because he played really well. Sissoko, again, he just completely outpaced Ashley Cole. That was really funny to watch, and he's played so well. His defending is amazing. The next player in there is Papis Demasise. I mean, he didn't start the season very well, not like last season where he had a huge streak. But again, if you've seen some of the recent goals he scored, they're amazing. He flicked one over Fulham player's head and scored. It was really good. And then he scored an amazing one against Sunderland as well. I think it was Stoke, I can't remember. Never mind. So, yeah, Cisse should definitely be in the team as well, but probably on the bench, and maybe not an 87. Next player I put in here, I mean, yes, I have put Berbatov in there, just because his work rate is ridiculously bad, but he just scores so many goals. He's always in the right position. He's a bit like Hernandez, but older and slower, and he's a great player, and Fulham have done really well with him this season. Next player is Demba Ba. Again, EA just going to put him in there. You can just tell maybe he's going to be the one starting lineup, and it's probably going to be above 87, but he wasn't really worth his money, to be honest, but they had to find someone to be better than Torres, and he is, to be honest. And he has scored some nice little goals this season, and especially the one against Man United to win in the FA Cup. So yeah, that is the team. Please do just put a like on the video, and if you think there are any huge changes that needed to be made, put them in the comments, and like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff. Thanks. But yeah, 2,200 American points. Let's see our first pack. Here we go. Our first pack of the day. Who are we gonna get? We're getting an inform. We have an inform, and it's inform Figueroa. 79 pace. Look at that. That's amazing. That's amazing. First pack. Ramirez with the pace. Look at that.